The Toji Physique. The Toji Physique. It's a physique I've been chasing for 15 months now. 15 months of training. It's the reason I was in the gym. Well, not specifically the Toji Physique. That's something I picked up along the way. But aesthetics is the reason I'm in the gym. It was always about being aesthetic. It was always about having the ideal physique for female attraction. And that is why I train. That is why I do what I do. So, the Toji Physique is in a physique that I'm trying to attain. Toji is like 6'2". I'm 6'2" actually. I'm 6'2". And Toji is like 92 kgs. I'm like 88. I've been bulking for the last 7 months. That's when I've been doing a huge bulk. But before that, I was doing like a lean bulk thing for the first 7 months. So for the first 7 months, I went to the gym, did like a bulk, lean bulk. I was pretty lean, 9.1% body fat to be specific. But then I was still like 170 pounds. I hope the mic is recording. Yeah, it's recording. I was still like 170 pounds. So I was like, you know what? This is pretty nice, you know. You have the abs and everything. I kind of still have the abs now because been bulking for the last 7 months. So it's been like 15 months total. In the last 8 months, I've gone on an actual bulk where I've just been in a calorie surplus, eating lots and lots of calories. So I've put on a little bit of body fat. I've got crazy increase in strength, and obviously I've filled out the frame a lot more, and I've actually gotten closer to acquiring the Toji Physique. But in the center of all this training and all this bulking and everything was something that I call the 7 aesthetic muscles. So this is basically like in the pinnacle. It's the pinnacle of sorcery, of gym sorcery, right? It's in the center of it. The 7 aesthetic muscles are basically what's going to build the aesthetic physique, right? And the 7 aesthetic muscles are neck, upper traps, which is just like this part right here, this part, and then lateral delts, which is the side delts, right? Which is gonna give you like the width in addition to the lats, which are also part of the 7 aesthetic muscles. So you have the lats there, which is just like these muscles over here. Those are gonna give you the width to have a good shoulder to waist ratio, right? So your shoulders are just going to be much wider than your waist, and then that's going to be at the center of basically the aesthetic physique, especially in the case of Toji, right? I'll get into that in a little bit, right? We have the abs, we have the obliques. So the abs are these, and then the obliques are like these right here. So like these gills right here, those are like the obliques, right? And then that's 7, and then the biceps, right? And obviously like the biceps. So that makes it 7. So we've got the 7 aesthetic muscles. But then in the case of Toji, as I said, he's got a massive back, right? He's got a huge frame, right? So at the center of that, I basically just had to develop these, the lats, right? Just had to get huge lats and obviously focus on the other 6, but prioritize the lats especially, right? So lats are pretty easy to prioritize because it's basically just gonna be your pull downs and like some rows or whatever to really focus on the lats, and then obviously the other muscles are like all different exercises. So yeah, it's been pretty chill, you know. 15 months of training. When I started off, I was super skinny, like 150 pounds, 154 pounds. Super skinny. I really thought like if I got like that nice physique, you know, I'd be getting the one thing that motivated me to get here, which is girls, and I was right about that. Yesterday, you know what? This is going to be a separate side point, but yesterday proved that point. Yesterday proved that going to the gym and building the physique and whatever, it was the right thing to do. It was the right decision to make, right? I was at the club with my boy. I don't know if he wants me to tell you part of the story. Yo, do you have your consent to tell you part of the story, or like should I include? Come give video consent. Come give video consent. He's gonna give me a video consent to tell you like part of it or how much of it he wants me to tell you.
So, was this about yesterday?
Yeah.
At the club?
Yeah. How much? How much video consent do I have to tell you?
You can tell
50%? Half?
Yeah.
40%?
I was there. I was there.
Okay.
But then you know the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, babe. Yeah, babe. So I have video consent to like 40%, right? So at the club, and basically there were this group of girls, right? And I'm gonna shorten this as much as possible because I still want to get into the more important things, which is like the actual physique and gym going shit, not all the side point. But basically, the physique is what set me and him apart from everyone there and got us the opening for me to get what I wanted, obviously, right? So it's like one of those things where you walk into like a club, a group setting, whatever, right? And you know, I have only been training for, again, 15 months, just over a year. But you can clearly see that from everyone here, I have top 1% physique amongst everyone here. So it's not hard to stand out when you've got like a pretty decent physique, right? And it's more apparent if you have the aesthetic physique, not just like the powerlifter physique. So you know, like the common saying that's like going to the gym only gets your attention from men and not women, whatever. That's because most people just go to the gym, they pick up the barbell, they lie on a bench like this. I don't know if you guys can see this bench. They lie on a bench, right? And then do like, I don't know, can you see this shit? And then they just do like this shit, which is just bench press, right? So they just go to the gym, they bench press, they'll do like squats, and then they'll do like deadlifts. And that's their whole like gym routine. They'll have like some weird shit where they'll say like, you know, I go to the gym like 3 times a week or whatever. They'll lift like a max of like 3 reps, right? They'll do 3 reps of like really, really heavy weight. And they're like, yep, that's like the set done. They do like 2 sets of this, which is just like your basic powerlifting thing. That's going to build strength, right? And fair enough for those guys who are looking to build strength. But that's not going to build you the aesthetic physique. The aesthetic physique, for example, no one you know in your gym or no one you know in your life basically trains neck, right? No one that you know trains neck. It's one of those things where your neck is apparent, it's like visible in anything that you wear, it's visible in everything that you do, but no one trains it. Your traps are like super, super important for your physique, which are like these parts again, right? They are gonna be like what the fuck? They're gonna be visible all the time, but no one trains those. So it's like, for you to stand out with an aesthetic physique, it's super simple. The powerlifter physique it's really not going to get you the attraction, whatever that people who do powerlifting are looking to do, right? So back to the main point, which is the Toji physique, right? I've been training for 15 months. I've made very decent progress. I can show you like the before picture. I'll put that somewhere in the video or edit it in, and then I'll show you. Now I don't need to show you an after picture because you can see me right now, right? And I'm 4 kgs off, which is like 10 pounds off. My cut ends in like a few days. It's gonna end in like on the 1st of April. That's probably around the same time you're seeing this video. So I'm probably just gonna be cutting a little bit and then putting on more muscle bit by bit. And I will still get to the 92 kgs, the 10% body fat. Toji is also 10% body fat. I forgot to mention that. I will still get to that, but it's probably just going to take me a few more months to get to that point, right? To achieve the Toji physique. And that's like the ideal physique that I would want. Of course, I won't ever do this gay shit of telling you that I'm going to be maintaining or just like trying to sustain my physique or whatever, because you basically can't maintain anything. If you're trying to maintain, you're basically just making negative progress, right? So I'll still do some process, or maybe I'll do a bulk, I'll do a cut, a lean bulk or something. I'll still be heading in some direction, right? But once I have like that physique, which is like the Toji physique, that's like the ideal point that I would want to be. And then I'll just try to amplify that physique more and more, just really sculpt that physique over and over, right? Now, also at the same time, I have a reason to be doing all this because I'm a content creator now. I make YouTube videos for you guys. So now you can't be like, but you just shallow, you just go to the gym for girls, which I do. But anyways, now I have another reason, which is content creation, right? So, jokes on you, I have another reason I can be doing all this. I am justified. But yeah, if you are coming here to do, you're going to the gym to just get girls and whatever, I don't know. Maybe you are justified. Who knows? Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel.